What's going on YouTube? Lost Gamer 8519. I'm finally here with a full game room tour. It's been years since my last tour, and it wasn't even like a full tour. It was like a semi-tour. I remember the video saying, and that was like in 2014. I felt like I didn't want to give you guys like the room tour until I felt like it was at a position where I felt like it was kind of complete, or where I felt like it was comfortable for me to show a decent game room tour video. So here I am now. The game room has changed a whole lot over the past years. It went from being a guest room and just me having like a TV stand here and two shelves next to it, and just my old retro stuff in here, and that was my game room essentially. And there was like a small bed in here too. But now I still play all my older stuff in here, down from the 360 and 360 and older. All the old stuff is played in here. You won't see my PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, or my PS3 because my girlfriend plays the shit out of the PS3, so that's in a different room as well. But everything else is all in here. All the games for those newer systems are also stored in here. So yeah, let me go ahead and start with the room tour. I'll do a little pan of the room. Yeah, it turned out a whole lot better than I imagined in my mind, because I never thought I'd invest so much into the game room, really. Like, invest my time and effort to really get it to where I want it to be. There was a lot of issues with me with the bookshelves and stuff, because I couldn't find bookshelves of the right like size. They're too big or they're too wide, or a lot of Tetris skills came into place when I had to really pick out like the shelves and the furniture for this like room to hold everything. But yeah, I'm gonna start with over here where it all began. Basically, this is my TV setup. It's only a 32-inch Samsung flat screen. I really want to get a bigger one, but I don't know how much larger I can get it because of this corner right here, because I have like a corner TV stand. Here is my switchers, component HD component switcher and the regular composite switcher. Shout out to Mr. Dude 206 for hooking me up with that shit. I really needed it. Going down, my Super Nintendo, my Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, NES, and GameCube. I recently just fixed this receiver for the Wavebird. I've had the Wavebird and the receiver for the longest time. I found that shit years ago. I just couldn't get it to work, and I finally did some research and took some time to fix it. So now I have a working Wavebird. Very happy about that. Random printer that I just leave in here because I print shipping labels out with the laptop. Yeah, that's Bullet Soul playing, by the way, on the TV. Here's my very small DVD collection. Nothing too spectacular, but I just want to get the older movies that I enjoy watching and have it playing in here when I'm cleaning up new games, cataloging games, or just chilling in here. Zumba 2, my girlfriend Zumba 2 set. A few more movies down here. Some wires that I have like all over the place. Trying to find a better way to hide and clean these wires and organize them. Kinda getting it, but I can do better. So moving on to my shelves of systems. Here's my Retron 5, my Splatterhouse statue. Had a brain fart right there. I play a lot of my retro stuff on the Retron 5, but I still tend to go to the regular systems, but a lot of it gets played here now since I got that Retron 5. The Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii, Sega Dreamcast with the VGA, of course. Gotta have that. It's a necessity now. I kept this Wii. I had two of them, but this one has the GameCube port, so I gotta keep it for that reason. My original Xbox, standing alone by itself. My PlayStation 2 consoles, I have the Slim and the Fat. For some reason, some games don't work on the Fat, and so I have to play it on the Slim, which I don't mind because the wires are pretty much interchangeable. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that, but that's my PlayStation 2 system. Um, I had like all these systems like scattered all over the place at one point in this game room. I had like a CRT TV and this flat screen, so my systems like were really spread out. I really wanted to get it all in one spot, so it took a lot of research and like time to find a bookshelf to accommodate my space that I have in this room that's very limited, and this came out to be the perfect size. So very happy to find that shelf. So moving along, my only art that I have in the room, this Green Ranger holding Rita's head. Got this from Heroes Con convention. I would like to buy more artwork so I can fill the walls up a little bit more. So moving to the game collection, here is my PlayStation 1 and Sega Dreamcast collection. I'm not gonna name out the games. I'm sure everybody can read. So I'm just gonna pan through the shit slowly so you guys can see that. I apologize for any bad lighting on this video. It is not a high-tech video. It is off the phone, off my iPhone. So yeah. But if you want to know a title or anything like that, just let me know in the comments and I'll try to answer those questions for you. Here's all my double disc PlayStation 1 games, mostly the RPGs. My loose disc Sega Dreamcast games that I had cover arts printed for them, which came out really, really nice. I printed out all these from the library. I did a bunch of trial and error on these cover arts, like print them out at home. I didn't want to invest all the money in ink. So I forgot who it was that mentioned to me. I believe it was Agent Sleepy that suggested I should go to the library, which was a fantastic idea because they have like a top of the line printer there. And you know, it only costs like 10 cents to print each page. So I did that. It came out really, really nice. My very small Nintendo GameCube collection. I'm only collecting the exclusives for the system. I really didn't play a lot of GameCube growing up, so just the exclusives. Same goes for the Nintendo 64. This will probably be the end of my 64 collection right here, because this is pretty much the only games I played on the system. I know I played Pilot Wings, but I wasn't really into that. I would like to get Cruisin', I think Cruisin' World, I think that's what it's called. The second game to Cruisin' USA. But it's really not much. I believe like no more than 10 games for the Nintendo 64 that I like. So yeah, these cover arts came out really, really nice too. And I bought these custom cases a long time ago, like a big box of them to hold like different cartridges so I can store them. I just have a weird thing about having my game cartridges like just sitting out. So like these are the only ones because these boxes don't fit them unless they're modified, and I didn't want to modify them. But here's my Nintendo collection. Just going for the games that I played as a kid, and maybe a few other ones that other YouTubers suggest to play. Some shooters, shoot 'em ups, of course. I would definitely try that on any system. I love shoot 'em ups. My only box copy of my only box game for the NES, Karate Champ. Only got that because it was on Bloodsport. Moving up to my Super Nintendo collection, all cover arts I printed out for them. Let me get closer to them, see if you guys can see all that. Very nice, high quality cover art printouts from the library. Best investment I did to do, because they look so much better on the shelf, and I know what games are there. So if you guys are interested in doing this, you know, I highly recommend it. It just for me, it looks better on the shelf. It just gives it a better look. That's some of the like nice covers I'll show you guys here. Because I mean, if you're like me and can't afford those complete in box games, or can't find them for that matter, you know, if you're in my shoes, this is the best way to go right here. So that's my Super Nintendo collection. Moving along, we're gonna go hit the Amiibos. This is that 3-pack of the classic ones: Duck Hunt, Mr. Game & Watch, and Rob. My Amiibos, I really slowed down a whole lot. Here's the entire Amiibo wall. I'll try and pan through each one. The Amiibo craze really stopped for me. Not stopped, but slowed down a hell of a lot. I just don't see any Amiibos I really want anymore, or I really want in the collection. I really got all the ones that I want at this moment. Excuse me. As with the new ones, I believe that's coming out. I believe Boo is the only one that I want because it glows in the dark, and Boo looks pretty damn cool. My throat is itchy as fuck. So yeah, the Amiibo collection. Moving on down to my new addiction right now is pop figures. So here's my very small pop collection. I'm only going for the Walking Dead, because Walking Dead is my favorite TV series. I love The Walking Dead, and I would like to get like most of them. I know there's some of them that's still worth a decent amount that I'm not willing to pay for, but I'm trying to get all the ones I can get. If it's less than $10, if I can find them for cheap. Here's the 2 pops from Peanuts that my girlfriend likes, so those are hers. This is the bobblehead of Rick Grimes that my girlfriend bought for me for my birthday 2 years ago. The Ryu statue from the collector's edition, the anniversary one, I think, and the Tales of Xillia 2 statue. Some dog tags that I got from, I don't know where I got them, probably from dumpster diving a long time ago. But yeah, pop figures is my new addiction right now, so you might see a whole bunch of those. The only other one I plan to collect for is for the original Power Rangers ones, because I think that's pretty damn cool too. So, continuing. My Wii collection. I apologize for the low lighting. Again. You'll see a lot of my games in these DVD bags here, because I'm weird like that, and I like to keep all my games protected. If you see any games that doesn't have the DVD bag, it's because it's not complete. It's probably missing a manual, or the case is messed up on it, waiting for an upgrade until I do so. That's probably when I'll put the DVD bag on it. So here's my small Wii U collection. Very, very, very small. Moving on down, my Nintendo 3DS and DS collection. Let me move the systems. My 3DS collection is fairly small. Most of my handheld Nintendo collection is pretty small. I don't play much of that. My GBA's also cover art that I printed from the library. Looks nice. I have my only complete in box game that I have in a nice little protective case. It's my original Game Boy with like 4 games. Continuing, my Sega Genesis collection, which is very dark. That's Afterburner 2 right there, if you don't see that. I'm still on the hunt for Streets of Rage 3. That shit is expensive. Then my Thunder Force is still sitting alone. I still need to make cover art for this. Plus, add in the case, this little remote control car I got from a trade from Mr. Dude 206. A random roll of Grand Theft Auto 5 poster, which I want to get framed and put and hang up in the room, which I never got around to. So let's move this. See this chair? This is my chair I sit in. It's like an old retro ass teacher's chair. But it gets the job done though. Move that shit, shit's heavy. So let's go to the left of this little shelf. It's like a box of like memory cards, batteries, extra wires and shit. This little folder is like all the extra cover arts I found when I was dumpster diving like years ago that I kept. I have them like organized, but I don't have them cataloged anywhere. So like when I'm out and I find disc only games, I don't know what I do have in my collection. But I do keep them just in case I do think of one. I do have all the manuals as well that goes with them, but they're in a box sitting in the closet. So here's a shelf of my controllers. I have a bunch of controllers, more controllers, light guns, a bunch of extra cords and wires. I need to keep tapping my phone because the damn doesn't focus. Here is my Mortal Kombat standee that I found from a GameStop dumpster dive as well. Very cool little piece I thought to add in the game room. Pretty dope. So my GTA collector's editions, I'm a big GTA fan. Been playing GTA since the first one, so huge fan of the series. My slowly growing Xbox One collection. Moving down, PlayStation 4. Further down, my collector's editions for the PlayStation Vita. So Trails of Cold Steel right there. Miramasa. Miramasa is a very nice collector's edition, by the way. Got what's this? I believe this is the soundtrack for King of Fighters 13. Shout out to Tom Sega for that. This is a VCD of Final Fantasy 7. I didn't even know they had a VCD of this movie, but shout out to Mr. Dude 206 for that. I did a lot of trades with a lot of homies here on YouTube, so if I forget to name something you guys sent to me, I apologize, but know that the stuff that you have sent me is still in the collection. It's my Vita collection. Let me go ahead and move closer. I believe this is like Call of Duty. Yeah, that came with my Vita when I first bought it. My PSP collection. Focus. Alright, there we go. Got a pretty decent PSP collection. I sold some games off on my recent slim down of the collection, but not many. It was only like 3 or 4. So that's my shelf, little shelf right here. Got this I never used, a PlayStation Move gun. So my Guitar Hero controllers. Got shit on the floor. This is from the past pickups video and games I'm just trying to sell. Moving to the last part of the wall. These are my collector's editions that I actually kept. I know I had a decent amount of collector's editions back in the day. I had this big bug of getting a lot of collector's editions, but I sold a lot of them off. I only kept the ones I really want for my collection, so these are the ones I ended up with. Catherine is very nice right there. Very nice collector's edition. So is Death Smiles. So let's start over here first. So the PlayStation 3 collection, I got little baggies on these too on the PlayStation 3. If this shit will focus. Yep, decent amount. Some of my import games here. The Initial D right there. Ketsui. Caladrius Blaze. Dope game. Strider, which I haven't even opened yet. Move that out the way for the bottom layer. Under Your Feet HD. Highly recommend that as well. Another one of my top favorite shooters. Okay, to the PlayStation 2 collection right beneath that. Quality over quantity, of course. Here's my collector's edition for the Mark Echoes Getting Up. I had a lot of people ask me about this. I didn't know it existed myself until I watched a fellow YouTuber. He's not on YouTube no more, but I saw him pick it up. It was like $12 on Amazon, he said, and I was real quick to go get mine. I want the original Xbox version as well, but I haven't really took the time to see how much they are now. But it's a very, very nice set. Here's the rest of the PlayStation 2 games behind that. Back. Moving on down. If you guys can't see, that's Maximo and Maximo versus Army of Zen in that corner. Starting to play a decent amount of PS2 now. I want to get more PlayStation 2 shooters, but I know a lot of it's on the Japanese system. And man, I wish I had the money to buy a Japanese PS2. Or I need to find out a way to play through like a flash to memory card somehow, like a mod, so I can play them. I would definitely buy more PlayStation 2 shooters. So that's my PlayStation 2 collection. It's my box Time Crisis GunCon set. Here's my Walking Dead, the Telltale Games Walking Dead Season 1 PS3 Collector's Edition. I don't hear a lot of people talk about this either, but I remember even when I pre-ordered it, the employee at GameStop didn't even know what it was. Didn't even know it existed. It isn't a really special collector's edition, but I bought it because I'm just a crazy Walking Dead fan, and it comes with the volume 1 compendium of the comic, I believe, that comes with the game. So I thought that was pretty cool. It wasn't like crazy expensive anyway. I was paying like an extra $20 or $15 to get it. So I thought it'd be a nice piece. This is just a bunch of miscellaneous shit. Like I got all my like DVD bags and manual bags. Yeah, I put bags over my manuals as well. Got this from Play On Go. I'm just that weird. I want to protect every fucking thing. Here's my strategy guides. I don't have plenty of those, but I don't normally pick up strategy guides because I don't normally use them anyway. But if I can find it for like really, really cheap, I'll get them. My bongos, a bunch of Game Informer magazines that I'll never read. To the left of this bookshelf is my original Xbox collection. Let's go ahead and pan through the titles. I'm still going for that full set. It's going to take me a while. I'm really not in any kind of hurry to complete it. I'm taking it one step at a time. Baby steps. Baby steps. I found this sealed Xbox mixer at a flea market in Georgia, which I thought was pretty cool. So continuing on. This entire bookshelf right here is just all original Xbox games. I believe 90% of it is complete. There's like maybe a handful that isn't, but you know, what can you do? I'll slowly get them all. It's my only really big collecting goal, really. It's only because the Xbox really held a special place in my heart when I was growing up. I played a whole bunch of Xbox. The Xbox was the first system I modded. I did so much crazy things on the Xbox, so I have a lot of memories with it. I really thought about collecting for the first time ever with Xbox games, so it really holds a lot of memories. So that's the main reason why I want to get the complete library for the Xbox, with the exception of, you know, sports games, unless they are an exclusive. Sorry for this bad lighting once again. Doing the best I can. "25 minutes in this video. Not bad. I figured I'd be like an hour in by now. By the speed I talk and the way I make my videos. Usually I tend to make them stretch. So that is my Xbox collection. Those are a bunch of Xbox demos. This Xbox right here is currently not in working order. It works, but the DVD drive is broken on it. This is my modded Xbox right here. I really need to get the DVD drive fixed on it, but I might just like overlook that because I just want to use it for like other things. Maybe like ROMs and stuff like that, maybe. So I can get that hooked up and, you know, operating. But that's my modded Xbox. I've had that Xbox for a long time. Here's my Assassin's Creed Collector's Editions. My Ninja Gaiden 3 statue I bought from Flea Market. This was from the Black Flag. And this big box here. So moving down, here's my Xbox 360 collection. Oh, if you guys are wondering why my shelves are flipped upside down, after a period of time I noticed these shelves, they warp, I guess because of the weight of all the games. So I flip them and let the weight kind of even them out, and if it warps the other way, I'll just flip them around again. So if you guys just are wondering what that shit is about. So yeah, my original my Xbox 360 games. I sold off a good amount of my 360 games, but it's kind of starting to pick back up again. I'm only picking up games I really want and exclusives for the system. I'm starting to realize that a lot of the exclusive ones on the system are getting a little bit harder to find. For me, anyway, in my area, I have the habit of rather going out to hunt for the game rather than buying them online. I just feel like it's more fun that way. Moving down, here's my shooters. All my shooters are down here. My Japanese and my American ones, have them all down here. Some of the collector's editions, the steel books, they're all down here as well. See, I don't mind the collector's editions when they're small. Like when they're like this size, I can deal with that because you can still put them on the shelf. Now, if they're fucking huge as hell, like in big fucking boxes, I don't know why they do that shit anymore. So that is my 360 collection. And the final corner is my charging station for my controllers. Pretty much all the systems. The other chargers for the PS3 and Xbox One is in the other room, but this is basically the charging station for my controllers. I have a two tubs here with extra controllers. Like I said, I just have a lot of controllers. There's no such thing as having too much extra controllers. Always nice to have a backup. Some of my arcade sticks, I don't want to pull them out. This one's for the Super Nintendo. This one's for the Nintendo. So, let me stand my ass back up. And there you have it, guys. One final pan. If my phone will focus. And that's my game room, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Like I said, it's not a fancy room by any means. It's not a big room. It's, you know, it's perfect for me. It's at a stage where I feel like, you know, it's my space, and all like the time and effort I put into organizing it and getting it to where I want it to be, I'm very happy on where it stands now, and that's what matters. So tell me what you guys think about the game room. I mean, to me, it's changed a whole lot, and I'm very proud of it. So yeah, again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Lost Gamer 8519. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour, and hopefully I can pump out some more videos. Peace.